Yeah, she looks good in the sunshine, don't she? Well, let's get her inside now. Okay, I had to pull the exhaust system completely off, which is okay because I knew I was going to have to redo it anyway. I ran into this problem when I was putting it into the trailer. Gotta keep checking side to side. The rear wheels are narrower than the front. So, I wasn't paying attention to this. I was looking at everything else, and this jammed up there because my strap was too long for what I was doing. So, I caught on this gear here. The first thing that was catching on when it got back to that point was this cover, and you can see it bent it because it caught it. And you can see the red paint right there. So either I'm going to have to make put a shorter gear there just for the reason of getting it on and off. Now the next question is, did I hit this wrench here? Can we see any red paint on it? I can't tell very well. Looks like it might have. Yep. So we're going to have to fix that. And the old goofy cart's getting a little worse for the wear from sitting. First it was just in the open shed where my table saw and stuff is now, and it got wet. Well, actually it was on this side before I tore this apart, but you can see the rust settling in there, and on this shaft here, which were bare metal. And yeah, you can see I took the entire exhaust system off right up to the head, which is sitting right here. And we're gonna redo the exhaust and make it a little bit different. And you can see my chrome cover over the rear axle is all getting rusty, but that's not a big deal. We can easily take care of that. Otherwise, it's not looking too bad. Paint's a little bit worse for the wear from the move. Scuff marks from where it was tied down. You know what I'm saying? And I noticed on the paint job that we've got a spot right here where something was rubbing against it the whole way down here from Minnesota. So we have to do some touch up on that. But that's a minor issue at the point we're at right now. Our first thing to do is get mechanical things functioning again. And yeah. So one of the things I'm going to do right off the bat is I am going to take the body off, which means I need to disconnect my wiring. And to do that, I bought some quick disconnects that I'm going to be using, male and female, and they get the connectors here. And what I'm going to do is right here I have 5 wires here. So if I can just cut this right in here and put one of those connectors in there. And then on the other side is just 2 wires. So I can put a connector over there. And these 2 wires here go to the battery so that they're not an issue. Of course, this is not hooked to it either. So the only other thing I'll have to do is I will have to disconnect the throttle linkage, which is right there. Goes down through the firewall. And I will also have to disconnect my choke, which also goes through the firewall but further up right here. So those are some of the issues I've got to address, and we'll do that and pull the body off. The reason for pulling the body off is so I can get underneath, and I've got to get myself another mirror. Those of you who've been following along will remember that I had a mirror down on my lift out in Minnesota, and what I want to do is see those 3 pulleys. The one in there in the middle is just an idler pulley, but I'm going to replace both of the outside ones. The one on the left goes to the angle drive. That's this thing right here, which transfers the chain here, goes 90 degrees down and comes up underneath here. And I'm going to change that to a gear and a sprocket and chain, and then that bottom pulley over there, which goes to our transmission, which is right there. And the transmission's coming off because we're going to be exchanging that for a 5-speed. And one of the reasons, not only to get better shifting control, we've never got out of first gear yet, but the main reason is that the 5-speed, being a newer transmission, has an oil seal on the bottom of the output shaft down here. And this one here did not have one. And of course, these transmissions originally had grease in them. And so with the WD-40, with the STP in there, it's a lot thinner, and it's been leaking, and yeah, it caused problems. So that's where we're at today, and I hope you'll be following along with us as we get back onto our goofy cart and making some more modifications. Thanks for watching, commenting, and for subscribing. And I gotta tell you, there ain't much weight on the outriggers on the lift. They're doing just fine. Fine and dandy. So they did what I wanted them to do. Now after this experience, I'm going to come up with a different set of on-ramps that will bring this up at a more gradual rate. And I think I'll just make a pair of wooden ones that will come right back to my threshold here. And that way I can have a more gradual rate going up there. Alright, thanks for watching, commenting, and for subscribing. We're having a beautiful day here in central Tennessee, central western Tennessee. And let me see what the temperatures are. It's pretty warm. I'm getting ready to take my sweatshirt off. Well, it's 52 degrees, something like that. But it's very comfortable for me. And just enjoying the country and the sounds of nature. Thanks for watching, for subscribing, and for commenting. And especially thank you for the thumbs up. Bye for now. Here we are, full height, and I still got 3 or 4 inches to clear at the roll bar. How's that for fit? Woohoo! Gotta love it. Yeehaw!